Hi guys, it's nice to see you. Thank you for hitting my thumb up button. I'm also waiting. You guys, have I just been sitting here talking to myself? Tell me I have. Tell me I've been talking to myself this whole time. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I sure have. I thank you, Aria. I always appreciate you being honest with me. Where's my camera? Here's my camera. Hey guys, how is everyone? It's nice to see you guys. Hey Eric, how are you? I'm gonna have to get my glasses, you guys. Gonna have to get my glasses. A pair of glasses. A pair of glasses, any pair'll do. Hey Eric, it's been a long time. Love from Culver City, California. Yay! Thanks. It's nice for you guys to be here tonight. I just kind of decided to let's just do a chitty chat. How's everybody doing? Hey, Facebook mom. Um, just see how everybody's doing. You know, I had an outing today. It was a party actually, and I kept seeing adult couples that I knew, and I'm like, "How are you doing?" And they're like, "You know." Or another girl said, "One day at a time." And so eventually I'm just like, how you doing? It's tough right now, isn't it? Because it is. I feel it. Do you guys feel it? For me, I live in the Midwest. It is flip-flopping temperatures. One day it's 79, the next day it's 48. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I used to. I've gotten out of the habit of reading Celsius. I was logged out of my YouTube account for months and I finally logged back in. I am so glad to see you back, Eric, because I kind of really wanted to know where you been and how you been. So, how you been? And I'd like everybody just let me know how you've been. Matrix, let us know how you've been. Aria, Mom, Eric, whoever pops in, let us know how you're doing, honestly, because I don't want a whole bunch of like, the world is wonderful when it isn't. And the world itself right now is a difficult place. Our country is a difficult place. I'm not going to get into politics and I'm not getting into religion. But just a matter of the fact is, there are some things that are difficult right now. People's grocery has gone up. People are losing their Medicare, their Medicaid, their food stamps. People are losing housing. So there are a lot of scary things that are going on in the world, and whether you agree with it, you don't agree with it, whatever, we're all standing by watching it happen, right? We're just all watching it. So let's see how you guys are doing. You know, I always forget how nice it is to be back on live. I don't mind going live, you guys. I just don't do it a lot on my own channel because I'm not necessarily trying to build a channel. So I let everybody else do all those things. Okay, so Aria's had a rough week. I've had a rough week. I have had a rough week. Mom's been okay. I know it's hard for so many. Yeah, it is a hard time right now. And especially one thing that I always acknowledge is chronic illness. That's something that I'll always talk about. It's not because I want attention for having chronic illness, it's because I want to talk about chronic illness, and let's try to normalize it a little bit and acknowledge that there are things that go on with people that are chronically ill that don't go on with everybody else. And so they need a little bit of grace sometimes. Pretty crappy. You already know. How are you? You know what? This has been a really rough weekend. Most of you guys know, Eric, you don't know because you haven't been here, but most of you guys know that I had to put my little doggy down. My little doggy that I usually share in my picture, that little girl. And so that was really, really tough for me, much more difficult than I anticipated. But she had been with us for 12 years, and she was also the last pet um, in the house when that I had when the kids were still in the house and the kids were still growing up and stuff. And so that maybe made it even extra hard, that it was the last dog um, that I had with the kids. It was like, I remember when the kids moved out and it was just me and the three dogs at the time. I had three dogs at the time. And so they kind of became my kids. I have three kids. I have my daughter and then I have two stepkids. And so it was like all of a sudden it's quiet. And so me and my dogs, we started doing the silly things together. We made a gingerbread house together, dog friendly gingerbread house. We started, painting our nails and doing other ridiculous things that I'm too embarrassed to tell you guys about. But they have a huge wardrobe, and so it's been tough. And then also after that, so as many of you know, I am chronically ill, and so a lot of that then just wears on you. It just becomes exhausting going through and doing everything, and so then after that day, emotional day, I was emotional the night before. Then we went in the morning. Then it was an emotional day that day. Then I thought, okay, I'll be able to rest a little bit. No resting that day. Then the next day, my daughter had an emergency and needed me to come over. So no rest that day. And then today was the birthday party, no rest that day. And I came home and I just crashed out. I just passed out asleep, you guys. Because it's just it and it doesn't matter what I do, I'm not going to win that fight. When that tired is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and I'm not going to win it. I'm not. I will fall asleep, I will fall over wherever wherever I am, and I've fallen over at the mall twice. Because the thing of it is I can't keep going. Most of the time, or I used to be able to just, oh, come on, you're tired, but you can make it to the car. Come on, let's go. We can make it to the car. I can't anymore, and I won't. And that's just something that's been terribly embarrassing for me. And um, probably one of the things that feeds into my agoraphobia. Well, yes. You're such a good friend to me. I appreciate all of you guys are such wonderful friends to me. I really, really appreciate each of you, especially on hard days. Um, it means a lot to me to have you in my pockets. And the world is BS right now. And so it's hard as much as we want to ignore those things and try to just go on with our life. Although I didn't get to go protesting today. My mom did, and she made it on the cover of the magazine, which is great. And She has a little No Kings pin, and I was so proud of her for going out and doing it. And that's where I get my protester bug, is from my mother, because she will go out and she will say everything, and we've both taken a bit of rhetoric, so we'll say a whole bunch of crap. Eric, what's going on? I've been dealing with my legs, back, neck, foot problems, trying to rest and relax it. Eric, do you have back problems? I don't recall if that's something that's normal for you now these days. Thank you, Babeson, and love back to you. I know it's hard when there's a perfect example. Eric just said, I'm dealing with my legs, my back, my neck, and my feet. So that's the whole bottom portion. And so trying to do, like I was saying earlier, trying to just do the regular things and then carrying that pain with you gets really exhausting. It really does. Oh, thank you, Eric. Thank you very much. I knew that you would be. And you are so genuine. And I know how much you love your Blue Russian. I can never remember her name. Might come to me. Yeah, the fatigue itself is exhausting, and it really does take a toll. And like I've said before, I use a backpack analogy. It's like we go to sleep with the backpack on, right? And so today I'm tired. I'm really extra tired, not my normal tired. So tonight when I lay down, I'm going to have a couple of extra stones in my backpack. So it's already going to make it heavy, and it might even make it hard for me to sleep because I'm beyond exhausted and my body is not my friend. So that can end up keeping you up. And it does take a toll trying to do other things like manage 90 children. I did need the rest. Thank you. And sometimes, Aria, hearing things like you needed the rest is so validating sometimes, especially when you're chronically ill and you feel like you drop the ball a lot. And I have a lot of wonderful people in my corner that are very forgiving, that are very supportive, that are always willing to give me what I need, switch the turn the air on, turn it on in the car, open the windows. They're all willing to help me, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because until it all can stop, nothing can happen. Losing a pet is always hard, even if it's the right thing to do. A decision that is right shouldn't be so hard to go through. It is very hard to go through, and I do feel like I made the best decision. I'm not somebody that lets my dogs get really outwardly sick. If I'm seeing some sickness and we're taking blood work and you're not going to get better and you're not at all living your life you're used to, then I I don't need to just keep you here miserably on this earth for me. That's selfish. And that's just my personal opinion. I respect everybody's opinions. But thank you, Marie, because it was a really tough decision because she's the baby. Yes, wake up tired, wake up exhausted. And that was me this morning, even though I had something to do and even though I needed to get ready. Like I had to take a bath still. I wanted to do my hair and put some makeup on, like look presentable. And when I woke up, I just laid there like, was I run over by a truck? Was I hit by a truck? Also, my other dog was bouncing on me in the middle of the night because she's just all kinds of confused. So it was just another rough night, and you got to get up in the morning and get bathed and get dressed and try to look like a human being and show up to the party and have fun. And try to do all those things. Let's see. This world is full of hate and drama. It's not hard to love everyone. We need to sprinkle love to one another. And you're absolutely right, Eric. Kindness is the thing I think that will get us through this. And so just keep spreading the kindness, keep spreading it everywhere, you know. Yeah, Eric, I do hope you are getting some treatment. Do you get the back injections? I don't know if we had talked about that before or not. Um, yeah, my mom turned 72 this year in August. And on her 72nd birthday, she did a half a marathon on that day to prove to herself that she could do it. And it's her second half marathon. And so she's pretty amazing. I'm pretty proud of her. And yeah, she was out there in the middle of the street with her sign yelling and causing all kind of hell because that's what she does. That's what she does. Hi, sweetheart. It's so good to see you, Matrix. It's always good to see you. Oh, I gotta get down the bottom. Hey, Hills. Hello, Indigo Twin. Definitely take care of you first, Tiff. If you need anything, you know where to find me, love. And I appreciate you so much. I appreciate our friendship. I do. You always reach out to me and ask me how I'm doing, and I love that. And we need more of that. I love you guys just saying hi to each other. Facebook mom. Well, that's what we're talking about, honey. We're talking about and you have a lot of physical health struggles as well. And we're talking about how hard it is to carry the physical struggles along with the regular day struggles and trying to get the things done. Getting just from point A to B sometimes just feels so pointless, you know? And take care of yourself, babe. Self-care is always important, very important. Thank you. And I want to tell Aria thank you because she did get me, even though I was feeling kind of yuck. She did get me to do some self-care this week. I did a face mask. I did a nice scrub. I did the under the eye treatments. I did my nails. So I'm trying to do some self-care. I did some stretching. You guys, I did some planks. I planked. I really could plank. Now I can't walk anywhere, but I could plank. What is that about? Hey Dars, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Mamby, how are you? Welcome, new subs. Where are you chatting from, honey? Which part of the world? I don't need your pinpoint address. Just which part of the world are you in, honey? Yeah, look, she there. That is the truth. Looking presentable is so exhausting. I want to just live in my pajamas and go everywhere in my pajamas. Darcy, how are you doing? I'm asking everybody how they're doing. Mamby, how you doing? It's kind of a chit chat and it's good and bad. There's been good things, there's been wonderful things this week. That unfortunately the tired and the other crap take over. And even though it was a rough week, I've got to enjoy my other little dog quite a bit. We took her to grandma's house and now she can have all the treats she wants because she won't fight with anybody. So she's kind of cute, just carrying treats around, not knowing what to do with them. So that's been enjoyable. Let's see, Eric says, the doctors aren't finding the problem with my legs, back, neck, and foot pain. We did an MRI and a CAT scan, and I've done physical therapy, and it's worse. I don't know. Maybe getting a second opinion, Eric, wouldn't be the worst thing. I had 5 opinions before I agreed that yeah, we have MS. See, years, and it stinks that it's that way. You know, it stinks that it has to be that way. Castle Rock, Colorado, very cool. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by, coming in, hanging out. It's nice to have you. Let's see. Indigo says, I've been having more flare ups than I can count, so I've been offline. Yeah. And this is the time of year when we're talking about the temperatures changing, living in the Midwest. Our temperatures changes are pretty extreme, and it's hard to know what to wear. Today, I went out and I wore like a tank top blouse with a cover up sweater. I'm like, okay, I guess this can go all the way, either way. But I was cold. I was cold. With chronic illness, self care is critical. It is to be a part of your daily routine as much as possible. Thank you, Mom. And maybe I need to get, a sticky note and put that up, guys. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we need to get a sticky note and write on it. Self care is what Mom says. Self care is critical. So maybe we need to write a sticky note and say self care is critical because we forget about self care. I don't know about you guys, but I know I forget about self care. And it's not just the showering and the basics. Yeah, okay, we can do that. But the other things that make you feel the extra nice. Doing the face mask the other day, doing the massaging the face. Would I love to go someplace and somebody do all those things for me? That's a yes and no answer. Yes, because somebody else would be doing it all for me. No, because I don't want to stay there all day. I don't want to stay there all day to get the thing, to get the work. So, I mean, for me, it's a catch 22. Even getting my nails done sometimes, I don't want to sit there for the 2 hours, the hour even. I do hope that Eric can find some relief soon. And also, Indigo Twin, I know that this weather is not friendly. Eric said, now I'm seeing double vision. Let me get. Eric says, yeah, since I have high functioning autism, add ADHD, SPD, sensory processing disorder, OCD, depression, anxiety, stress, and learning disability. You have a lot on your plate, Eric. And I think for the most part, I'm not with you at home, clearly, but it's nice to see you shining through. And I'm glad that you're back here on YouTube. I'm glad you could get back out. I'm on my way to the ER now. Need coffee. Well, all right. You're gonna have to keep us posted. Is he out? Hey, cuz. Oh, hello, 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 hello. It's so wonderful to see you doing self care, having your life, doing what you need to do. Barometric pressure does not help. It doesn't help our bodies at all, especially with our joints and things like that. Um, because the barometric pressure, we are matter. And so when the pressure is pushing, the matter inside of us is pushing. When we're shrinking the barometric pressure, we're moving around a little bit, we're going to feel that too. So those are things to kind of remember. that's why we're feeling the way we're feeling. And sometimes trying to take care of that uh, is the best way not to feel so miserable. Sometimes it takes several doctors to find the right one for you. Absolutely, it does. Which is very unfortunate and is really exhausting when you already don't feel good. This is one of my biggest complaints is like when you already are not feeling well and you know that something's going on. Indigo twin, maybe you can help with this. When you have a chronic illness and you cannot find a diagnosis, it is the most frustrating and invalidating feeling, and you feel helpless and hopeless. And when you're just waiting to go to an appointment for them to tell you what's going on, and it takes more and more and more doctors, and doctors don't want to give hefty diagnoses. They don't. You know, I saw 5 doctors before the 6th one looked at the exact same pictures of the other 5 and said, yes, you have MS to me. So it was just, in my opinion, it was just these doctors didn't want to diagnose me. And one doctor, and I've said this before, one doctor told me, if I thought you had MS, I wouldn't diagnose you for 5 years. Well, 2 years later, I was in another MS mess. So you do need to look for the right doctor, and unfortunately, it is our responsibility, and it's up to us to do that. If you don't feel like you're getting the right treatment or you don't feel like you're getting answers, go look for someone else because there is help available for you. You just got to find it. And here's these 2 guys. Wishing you luck, Eric, and I'm in the same boat. They won't test me for what I want to be tested for, but will test me for things that is tested her for other things, and it's not frustrating. Not frustrating at all. You know, they don't listen to you a lot of times because they want to be the doctor. They want to tell you what is wrong with you. All right, let's keep on rolling. I rarely put on, here's mom says, I rarely put on makeup, just put on eyebrows. And sometimes I don't even do that. I feel like I think better when I have my eyebrows on. I like that. I kind of feel that way about my eye makeup. Like if I have my eye makeup on, I feel like I can see better. It's like, let me get my eyes on so my eyeballs can see better. Maybe I was led here on purpose. I'm in the middle of an autoimmune flare myself. I have sarcoidosis. Oh, you do? I'm so sorry. Do you want to share what some of your symptoms are that you're going through at the moment? I'm currently in a lupus flare that I just found really the final evidence of it today. And Mambi, um, what do you do when you're in a flare? How do you take care of yourself the best in a flare? And what do they do for sarcoidosis when you're in a flare? I know for a lot of us the answer is steroids, but I don't know that much about sarcoidosis, so I'm most certainly interested in learning. And I'm very glad you're here. Very glad you're here. Oh, Eric, yeah, you guys please feel free to share your pages if you have a page. Um, that's the whole reason that everybody is mods because but that they can share their page. But something is funky when I go over to try to do YouTube. It doesn't want to move. So it's doing, I don't, it's YouTubing, I guess. I'll let you YouTube over there. Yeah, you guys. I'm not allowed to rock around much at the moment because my heart isn't pumping strong enough. So my feet look like they have been stung by all the bees. Oh, babe, your feet are like little balloons. And your heart isn't pumping strong enough. So I need you to be extra, extra, extra gentle with my friend. And hopefully you will keep me posted or somebody will keep me posted. And we can know what's going on with that or what's causing that. I know. I saw her in her place today. Are you I'm so happy to be live. I really am. And I sent out a couple of all right, you're going to the ER now. So keep us posted, please. He'll keep me posted usually if I ask him and he knows. And he knows I know he's going. If I don't know he's going, I'd rather know before he goes than when he's back. Yeah, Kazi, I hope that we get everything. I just want you to you guys don't know the beauty and the wonderment that I wish for each of you. There are so many, and there are so many more amazing souls in here tonight, which I'm so thankful that you guys even came by. That are all struggling and are all carrying heavy weights of some kind, and for a lot of us it is our own bodies battling us. And that's a real son of a bitch, if you want my opinion. It's a real son of a bitch, because I want to do what I want to do. My brain wants to do what it wants to do, but like from my hips down, they're like, no, we're going to do what we want to do. And I don't appreciate that all the time. I really don't. I have things I want to do and I want to lose some weight. That is very difficult with my current mobility situation. My gait is terrible. I went to so many pain doctors that said they couldn't do anything for me. I gave up and didn't go to any back doctors for a long time. Finally, my GP sent me back over a decade later, and I got one that actually listened, and I cried in the office because she actually listened to me. Yes, it is so frustrating and makes you feel so alone. You're just waiting for that one appointment for help. It's like, okay, I have this appointment for the specialist in 3 weeks. And so in 3 weeks, I'll have help. And so it's like you're trying to just hold on for that help in 3 weeks. But then you go to that appointment and it's not help that you get. It might be more testing, it might be physical therapy. And I'm not saying that those things aren't helpful, but they also don't help you necessarily get a diagnosis, know exactly what to do. My back, I call it the crumbling Tower of Tiffany because it starts at the bottom and it goes all the way down. And it's a little squiggly sclerosis. Sclerosis. I'm getting my words confused. Is it sclerosis? Maybe it is. Google Meet tomorrow at 7 if anyone is interested. Dar's hosting it. So if you and during meets are a great time. Thank you, loves. I have to go to recover as I have to go to Sydney to get my son. So I have all the diagnostics to do when I get back. Finally have a doctor worried about my lazy ass heart. Thank heavens. And that's what we need. We need doctors that listen to us and want to help us take care of ourselves. It's hard when we are trying to take care of ourselves the best way we can, even though we're not really sure what we need to do for ourselves, right? To feel better. We don't really know what it is, but we're trying to do whatever it is that helps us feel okay or helps us make it through the day. So I'm thankful. I'm very thankful, Kazi, that somebody is interested, is listening to you. Thankful that you got your apartment. I'm so happy. I so see your apartment and I'm like, I'd like to come over for fish maybe. But you're so far away, I can't just like walk across the street. But I do adore you. I love you to pieces. And I'm glad that someone is caring for you in the way you should. I'm glad that your parents are helping you, Eric. It's very, very important to have someone in your corner sometimes to help you go through these things, walk through these things. Doctors often brush patients off when they have anxiety issues. It's all in your head. You have to learn to make them listen to you. And that is something I will interrupt my doctor. I have interrupted my rheumatologist and said, you know what? I don't feel like this appointment is going very well. I'm talking to you, you're talking to me. We are not at all seeing eye to eye. I don't feel like you're listening to me really. And so I'm not going to waste any more of either of our time. And I'm going to go ahead and go. And that's exactly what I did. And she about shit. She about shit. But I did. I went back to my general practitioner. I said I need a new rheumatologist. And I have a new rheumatologist who's much better looking. He is very handsome. But he also cares about my stuff and listens to me. I don't have to stay in an office, and I hope none of you do either. Have to stay in an office where someone is talking to me disrespectfully, not listening. And part of the reason you're talking to me disrespectfully is because you didn't listen. You're not listening to me. And if you're not listening to me, you can't help me. So, what am I doing here? So, please, you guys have the strength to say, hey, can we start this conversation over again? Because I don't feel like we're hearing each other. You know, some doctors are willing to do that, some doctors are not. The ones that are not for you. And I know, Marie, and I know. Being in that much pain all the time is so overwhelming. It is very overwhelming. Today, my pain level was overwhelming. And I felt bad because I kept going from one stop. Like I'm at the party and I'm like, okay, all right. Are we cleaning this up? Are we cleaning this up? Okay, all right. Like, all right, I'm going. I'm leaving. And then we went back to the house after that. And I'm like, okay, can we do this? Because I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta get out of here. Yes, lupus flares do suck. I also have lupus. I have multiple sclerosis, lupus, Sjogren's. And those have all come at different times. Multiple sclerosis came first, lupus came second, and Sjogren's came probably within the past 5 years. Let's see. Thank you, Mamby, for this. It mimics lupus. Okay, so my bones feel like they are all broken at once. I did the steroid route for years, but also have liver cirrhosis, so it's hard to give me meds. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. That is good. I'm glad that you have something when you really need it, because that is the worst when people get diverticulitis, cirrhosis of the liver, because most of our meds pass through our liver and kidneys. And so we have to have good levels to be able to take the meds. And if they're not good, they'll stop all of the medicines that you're taking. And that's a tough place to be. So Aria and I both have lupus. I'm going to have to read about it a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much what we feel like often, I think. Um, Kazi, I'm hoping you get a diagnosis and effective treatment soon. Me too. Yeah, girl, put those feet up like your little princess. I never knew how much I stood up until I'm not allowed to, right? Right? But you got to get those feet up above your heart. And yeah, we can sit and put our feet up and be ridiculous. Oh, babe, thank you. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. I really am. Yeah. Yeah, I hope. How long, Mamby, have you had it's already gone. It starts with a C. Sclerodoma. How long have you had it, honey? Can I get a new body? Asking for a friend. I'm stealing my friend's new body. If I can have a new body, I have specifications and stuff. Yes, yes, Kazi, 100%. My brain is like, let's go. I have all these fun ideas and different things to do, and my body's like, no, not at all. And then I get stuck because I'm like, what do I want to do then? So that's when I start doing crafty, artsy, fartsy kind of things that I can do setting. It's good that we can watch lives and chat with our feet up. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's see. Eric says, I have low muscle tone in my legs and haven't been able to walk for a year. I've been in bed for a long time and haven't been able to move. My parents are helping me since I live with them. Well, I'm so thankful, Eric, that you have so much help. I'm sorry that you haven't been able to walk for a year. There was a year that I did not walk. It was about a year. My dog is like, oh my. I was in a wheelchair for a year. I was actually in the wheelchair. I didn't. Um, I couldn't stay in bed because my heart and other things. I've had a heart attack. I've had a stroke. Let's see. Dang, if I can get there, I will. I have another call around there I have to do. Yeah, it'll be nice to have a meet. I enjoy doing having the meets and chitty chatting with people and getting to know everyone. I know Dr. Frankenstein does the body work, and I need like the Frankenstein workup, please, from top to toe. At this point, come on. I'm in my 50s. Yes, yes. Sending Kazi all the loves because she deserves them. Geez, sorry guys. When you go to take a drink of your coffee and you think it's like closer than it is, and then it was like way down here. We got it. We got it. Thanks, sweetheart. Maybe one of these days I'll put my wings on and flap on over there. I would love to. I had my appointment set to go to Brooklyn for November 6th, and now I'm having a doctor appointment conflict that if I have an appointment set for November 6th, but if I can't make that appointment, there's not another appointment until June. So I'm going to have to reschedule my trip to Brooklyn, to New York, um, which is okay. I think maybe going in like January, February might be nice. I yelled at my rheumatologist and she wasn't a fan of me that day. No, mine wasn't. When I changed my tone, and sometimes that's the only thing you have to do is change your tone. When I've changed my tone talking to doctors, even my last primary care, I just am kind of like, if this is how you're going to talk to me, I'm not going to keep coming back to you. Like, don't talk to me like I'm trash. I'm a sick person. Doctors are here to provide service. They are not providing it. You can leave them and find a new doctor. You can also request permission to record audio of your appointment in your record. And you know what? Sometimes for me, if I go to, like, say, my neurologist appointment by myself, she gives me a lot of information, especially if we're like looking over scans that I've had. Sometimes she talks to me. She does my brain mostly, but there are times that we'll start talking about my spine that I need to talk to my spinal specialist about. So it's like with her, absolutely recording the conversation would be great because there's so much information that you're getting that it would be great to take it home, right? And just to have that information anyway. My doctor told me this and it has changed my life. Yes. I think that's a great, 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 great. Have a beautiful night. I must sleep, love. Well, have a wonderful night, sweetheart, and get some good rest. That's what a lot of it takes is some good rest, and we don't always get good rest. It's likely I've had sinus Brady in my entire life. I've been fainting since a child. Think they thought I was just sensitive. I don't know. If my 7-year-old was fainting, I'd take them to the doctor. Yes. And I wonder if you've had sinus Brady your entire life. And hopefully that is something that can get back under control for you. Um, and yes, I would take you to the doctor. And you would take your kids to the doctor. But our parents don't. What is it called of the spine when it's curved? The curvature of the spine, scoliosis. Thank you. So I went to the spine doctor, and they told me I had scoliosis. And I remember talking to my mom, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I went to the doctor, and they said I had scoliosis." And all right, good, honey. All right. Get in there. I know they're going to do all the things. Um, I was talking to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I have scoliosis and my spine, da da da. And she's like, I thought that was your sister. Well, now that I'm 50, Mom, you can know that no, it wasn't my sister, it's me. Like our parents, I don't know. Did they pay attention to stuff? I don't know. They were busy. I don't doing what? I don't know. Good luck. Good luck, Matrix. Good luck. Yeah, our bodies are all falling apart. That's the way it is. Hey, Fee, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Can we get Dr. Frankenstein's number? Uh, uh, See what he can do. Take a little of this and take a little of that. Yeah, exactly. Until June. 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 And I even asked, like, there's nowhere I can fit in. You can't squeeze me anywhere. Nope. So we're not going to work with me friendly and nice. No, we're not. So that's okay. Hey, Tomas, how are you, honey? Good to see you. My pain doctor writes so much information. It looks like a Facebook mom or mission novel length message. I love those messages. Hello, Tomas. Chaos forever. Forever. Oh, just rocking by to say hi before I go to bed. Thank you very much. You're a dear friend to me, Tomas. Glad you're getting adequate info, some light reading to fill your spare time. I'm all about something. My parents didn't keep any records, right? See what I'm saying to her? Like, you went to the doctor once and okay, we're done with that. I'll be done with that. No, yeah, maybe you'll be home if I come later. That would be nice. Yes, those long messages are awesome. Sleep tight, Tomas. And Arya's like, what's spare time? Yeah, there's not. It's like we have to make time for spare time. You got to pencil it in. All right, you guys, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'm just letting you know in case you're, uh, well, you're not with me, so it's not going to bother you. But if you're triggered or anything like that, I just am telling you. I don't even sleep, let alone have spare time, right? I know, you poor thing. And that's what life has been a little bit hard right now. And I think it's just the body is hard. The time of year can be hard. We're coming into the holidays. And I think for a lot of us that are missing people that we love and care about, coming into the holidays can be extremely, extremely difficult. And then 8675309. Oh, Eric, you're just a card. It's for Jenny. It's her nurse. Eric. It's been so nice to see you. And what do you guys do? Here's another question I have. Like, so when we're struggling, right? And when things feel pretty extra heavy, what do you do to help you get through that? What is it that you do that you help? Oh, that's wonderful, Cause. My son is going to be with me for Christmas. There are silver linings to almost any situation if you look for them hard enough. Yep. And that makes me so happy. So happy. Nope. And sometimes, right? They fall right in your lap. And you're just, I was upset. I was upset last night and I was crying. I was in the car. And it was just a lot of things. It was probably emotional. I'm emotionally and physically just drained, exhausted, and so I was crying in the car on the way home last night. But then the song "We Are the Champ" Queen has become is my favorite band of all time. And the reason they are my favorite band of all time is because they have been with me through almost every situation I've gone through, which is really interesting how that's happened. But you're already in the room, right? Waiting for the doctor to come in. All right. Good. They're going to do the cardiac workup, I imagine. You saw him live? Oh, I'm so jealous. I love Freddie Mercury. I'm so glad you saw him live, Dar. They really are my favorite. And I was having a really hard time last night with different multiple things. I have big decisions to make right now, and I'm not really feeling great. And so all that makes for brain fog, which makes it difficult to make decisions, right? And so I was crying, and I'm just like, how are we going to do this? And then We Are the Champions came on, and I just started singing, and I'm just like, I can do it. I can do it. We're the champions, right? We are the champions, so we can do this. Oh, my hair. I don't look at myself. Okay. Oh, you did in the 80s? I've seen Pink Floyd. They put on a heck of a show. My daughter has really been getting into Queen and some other bands. Right on. Pink Floyd, too. Pink Floyd puts on a heck of a show. Yeah, me too. But sometimes circumstances are just shit to make things change. Whether it's like breaking up with, I've had lots of different kind of situations, I guess. From young, like living with people or having roommates that like you really don't get along with. And you tell them, Todd, I know what they need to do, so they better be on it. Um, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, she keeps stealing your vinyl records. I know. I used to have a bunch of vinyls. I did. And that's awesome. Oh, that's what I was saying. Sometimes the circumstances come to a shit end. I mean, it's not my last shit end wasn't my first shit end. There was one before that, or maybe not the one before that, but oh, you're here for your ankle? Okay. Because it peeled off? What's going on with the ankle? All right, you guys tell me what bands you've seen. Let's talk about that. And you know what I want to do is I think I'm going to start doing a music and wine. Music and wine, WHINE, not INE. Music and whining. Like we're going to listen to some Suno music. Some Suno music, Aria. We'll just talk. We'll just hang out, listen to some music, and try to have a good time. And we'll just try it. And if you guys don't like the name of music and wine, then we can always vote for something else. You know that. You had me until Suno. I know. I knew I would. I knew. I know. Oh, you rolled it off the back porch. Oh, I hope it's okay. It's all swollen. Good gravy. And it's all throbby. Tell the doctor, it's throbby. Oh, you poor thing. And it doesn't have to be Suno, Aria. It just has to be some songs that aren't copywritten. Because even though it doesn't matter, I've tried to play copywritten music before, and it'll shut down my stream in a quick second. See there? Did you see? If it's Suno, Aria will whine. Well, it's good. I want to hear the whining. I want to hear the whining. Oh, let's see. Eric has seen Air Supply twice. Frankie Valley, met him in person. Pat Benatar, love Pat Benatar. Oingo Boingo Sticks, I've seen Sticks. And Ario Speedwagon. Wow, right on, Eric. I love it. Who else did Todd say he saw? America. Yeah, I'd love to see America. My first concert was Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi. I have been warned. Okay, I have been warned, and I understand, and I believe you, and I support you. I do, as long as you come. Told Mish if I don't make comments, I go into withdrawal. The famines in the 80s. You were seeing everybody in the 80s. Does anybody remember their first concert? Oh, the Ramones are awesome. Bon Jovi was my first. Poison was in there. Steve Miller Band. He's one of my favorites. He's also one of my all-time faves. He really is. Joker. I'm a smoker. My first concert was Waylon and Willie. All right. I asked Dad who the drunk guys up on stage were, and I was like 4 years old. A week-long festival. How fun is that? I love that. Iron Maiden, Metallica. I've seen Metallica. Bon Jovi, yep. You know, Bon Jovi, I was really surprised that Bon Jovi was so short back then when I saw him for the first time. He was just such a huge personality to me that, like, when I saw him in person and next to Richie Sambora, who is a taller person, I was like, he's just a little feller. He's just a little fella. He's so cute. I could put him in my pocket. And Van Halen, all in the Rat. Oh, did you have long hair, Todd? Did you? Did you have long rocker hair? I can picture Todd with long rocker hair. I really can. Can't you? Just the big spikes and all thing. I went to a music festival with my first proper concert and discovered it's the only way I want to do it. Seen hundreds of bands now. I fell asleep when Metallica was playing one time. That's awesome. And I love live music too. It doesn't even have to be good. Like, I'm fine, like, being at the beach and somebody playing some music, and like, it doesn't have to be good. I'm just enjoying that somebody's playing music, right? Man, my face is so sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Let's turn my little fan on. Eric says, funny story. When I went to see Pat Benatar, one of the ushers at the concert gave me some free tickets to see Oingo Boingo from Rose Center on Halloween night. And so you went. How fun is that? Some free tickets. Get some free tickets. Me too. I used to go to clubs and bars and wouldn't even know who was playing, right? And just enjoy the music. I just love being around music and listening to it. Much healing for the soul, very much healing for the soul. That's the music is like the number one. It can go so many different directions. It's very true. Sometimes I'll sit here. I don't know about you guys. I'll bring it back up. But like sometimes I will sit and I'll play the same song over and over that I know is going to make me cry, but I just got to get it out. I got to cry it out. And so we're going to just play the same song over and over again and till I feel like I've gotten it out. And I'll sit here and I'll sing and cry and top of my lungs. But it's good for you. Good for me anyway. Seen Ozzy about 5 times. That's cool. Seen Kiss about 10 times. Wow. Well, I am very sorry for your loss. And you are a musician too. We have a lot of musicians. Any other musicians in here? I know of a couple. Ozzy and Kiss too. Even music that makes me sad is healing sometimes. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like sometimes just putting on the music that makes you cry, that makes you get into your feelings, it's good for you. Sometimes I do that whole cry thing, sing it over and over again. And then it's like, oh, okay. Doesn't mean I'm not still sad about it. Doesn't mean it's not still with me, but I feel like I got some of it out somehow. So yeah, I agree with you 100%, cause the 90s, I seen all the grunge bands. I don't doubt it. I saw a lot of grunge bands in the 90s. Did you? Yes, Ace Frehley at 74. You guys, it makes me feel so old that Ace Frehley is 74. Ace Frehley has been, and Ozzy as well, has been a total part of my life growing up. As for most of us, I mean, they were bands that were growing and becoming big when we were young. Those were the things like our parents listened to and all that. So yeah. Aria says music is my stress relief and how I've always coped, used to play, and that was my way of coping. And hopefully we can find a new way to uh, to make music. Sean heads east, Rat, Sammy Hagar, Van Halen, Molly Hatchet, Metallica, Queen, Pat Benatar, Kenny Rogers, Aria Speedwagon, and many more. Nice guys. It's nice to see that we've all seen such good music. Tears are healing. They need to happen sometimes. They just do. And mine just comes sometimes. If I'm full of rage, I play Tool's Cinema album from the beginning to end. The rage is out by the end of it, but the same since it was released. Been the same. Good. It's wonderful when you know that there's the one album that's like your rage out album, right? It's like, where is it? I need it. Put it in. This is what we're doing. I got to feel it. I got to scream it out, whatever it may be. Okay, good. I'm glad you're getting an x-ray plugged in my phone. I can't play it now in front of people without them thinking I'm mad about something. Sometimes I just want to listen to Tool. Well, and that's okay too. It doesn't, you know what you're doing. Creed. Oh, I forgot about Creed and Live. I remember Live. I saw Live. We all have one. Yep, we do. And we need to have one, in all honesty. We really do. We need to have that rage out, screaming, thumping song that we can get it all out to. Get it all out. Scream it out, yell it out, shout it out. Whatever you need to do, get it the heck out. Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning are my go to albums. See, I love it. We all have our albums, our artists. It depends for me what my mood is um, along the power slave. I go to ICP sometimes. Um, I'm really falling in love with Ren as it's going. All of the old bands you've named, Led Zeppelin, the Eagles, even Pantera, obviously. There's just so many. It's so funny though. Insane Clown Posse has my couple of songs that I just. One of their songs they have is called "Fuck the World," and so that is my song when I'm feeling that way. Master of Puppets is a screamy album. It's loud and all of that. But it was a good one too. Like that, those are from the days. Those are from the days, you guys. I'm so thirsty. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay on top of whatever Matrix is doing. You will please text me, Matrix. We'll keep on the horn with him. I love Ren. Oh, Ren is just he's just He's growing, and I love to watch musicians grow. I really do. And he's a little cutie. Little cutie. Uh, love all the different types of music from every decade. I know, like I love Louis Armstrong. I love Chuck Mangione, um, Pat Benatar. I mean, we can go on. The Doors, the Doors. Yeah, from the 1920s till 2010. Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know. We're not talking about today's music, although there are some Swifty songs that I like, and there's some Bieber songs I like, and also Miley. So I don't know. I can't. I like. Yeah, I just got. I love music. I just love music. Thank you, Matrix. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It has been so nice, and I really, really needed this. And I hope that you guys feel like you got out a little bit of crap too. So I will see you all soon, and we will be doing some fun things coming up. All right. Everybody have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Please be gentle with yourselves. You're all my friends. I care about all of you. So you care about you and do some self care. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. And I love you to pieces. Thank you.